And we danced all night to the best song ever. We knew every line. Now I can't remember.
This is CCTV, the non-stop pop show where we provide our unfiltered, honest opinions on global pop music, and we are continuing our journey through the
Yes.
One Direction discography.
Yes.
We have done the first two albums and also Niall's debut album, but it's time. Let's go back to the group. Let's do the third album. Let's do Midnight Memories.
It's about the group.
We love a
Right.
group.
We do. Ain't nobody here to see you, Otis. We're here to see Temptations. You ever seen that? You're like, okay. They're here to see the Temptations. All right, guys. So, like we mentioned before, we are going to discuss their album, and we're going to talk about Midnight Memories.
Hey.
Yay! And it is One Direction's third studio album, released in November 2013 via Psycho Music and Columbia Records. And it marked a clear shift toward a more mature rock-influenced sound compared to their first two albums. Our patron, Hillary, told us that the group did a 7-hour live stream for fans to hear the album, but the album had already leaked the week before. So, whoops, jeez.
So the album debuted at #1 in both the UK and the US, I'm sure, and many more countries around the world as well. And with this
Yes.
release, One Direction became the first group in history to have their first 3 albums debut at #1 on the Billboard 200. And
Mhm.
according to the IFPI Global Album Chart, Midnight Memories was actually the best-selling album of 2013 worldwide.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Shoot, I wouldn't have known. I was into K-pop at the time, which I'm I'm really excited to talk about this. But luckily for them, and everybody else apparently in America, this era saw significantly increased songwriting involvement from all 5 members who received writing credits across most of the track list. And this era was supported by the 2014 Where We Are tour, which grossed over $290 million and became the highest grossing tour of 2014.
Dang. So we will now dive into the production, vocals, visuals, and performances of each song and then drop our individual ratings. We would love to see your ratings too. So join us. Give us all your thoughts on all the songs. Let us know what we get wrong. Let us know what we didn't know about,
Yes.
But just be warned. Viewer discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so before we get started, we're going to talk about this album cover,
Yeah.
as we do here on the show.
Mm.
All right, so I gotta say I hate the album cover. Not gonna lie to you.
You
It's
hate
not.
the album cover.
It's not
Wow.
giving. Like the first 2 albums, it was like fun, Take Me Home had like this like nice, useful thing. This one, the guys, yeah, they look a little bit older,
They do.
but nothing about this is giving. Like Midnight Memories, it sounds like a good time. Like Harry looks like he's the only one thinking about a midnight memory.
Yes, that is my issue as well. I actually don't mind the photo itself, and I kind of like like kind of looks like you've zoomed in on like a scrapbook or something, like with
Okay,
the
yeah,
kind of edges
that's
and
cute.
stuff. So I
Yes.
kind of like the idea of it. Like,
Yes, I
but
like
the
this.
actual photo itself, I agree. They should all be like Harry, where they're like remembering something fun, or it should actually just be a snapshot from like a fun night out. Them at
Right.
a kebab store. Like the stuff from the Midnight Memories music
Yes.
video.
Yeah, something like that. Just something a little bit more like the curtain matches the drapes. Like the cover should match the title,
Yeah, like I
So
like the idea of a candid photo.
yes,
Yeah.
but they all like they're trying to do different kinds of things with their faces. They
Yeah.
look good, but just different kinds of good and not the consistent good,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
no hate, though, no hate.
Okay. All right, let's get to the first song on the album, which is Best Song Ever. And it was done
Yes.
by Matt Rad, Julian Bunetta, John the Blind, Ed Druitt, and Wayne Hector. And this was released in July 2013 as the lead single from the album. It debuted at #2 on both the UK singles chart and the US Billboard Hot 100. And the music video broke the Vivo 24-hour view record at the time of release with over 10 million views in its first 24 hours. And the song
Sheesh.
did spark some discussions because its intro resembles The Who's Baby O'Reilly and attracted win Best Song of the Summer at the 2013 MTV VMAs.
And we danced all night to the best song ever. We knew it.
That is so funny. When I tell you, I had no clue what was happening here in America. Like the only thing I knew about was like the female pop stars and K-pop. Like that was it. I was literally the only.
I kind of knew what was going on with them because I did work
Okay.
at Sony at the time.
Mm,
But I will say, I think I just felt too old for them at that point.
mm.
Like, it just didn't feel like they were for me, you know?
That's
So I remember hearing like the singles and stuff, but I just never really paid it much mind other than that.
No, that's valid. I
Yeah.
think for me, I didn't even know the song existed until this K-pop, like, I was like, they're not a gossip site, but like they were a site that gathered information about K-pop and K-culture, and they said this group BAP was featured, quote unquote featured, in the music video, and it was like that photo. We'll talk about it in the music video. So that's how I
Yeah.
found out. K-pop brought me back to this song, and I think the overall energy with this one is fun. It's flirty. It's chaotic rock stars. I like the concept of the song for sure. And I don't think I'll ever forget this track because it's just ridiculous, honestly. But they're singing with proper vocals here. I think at this point, it's like you can't really say that they can't sing. Like everyone is singing and everyone sounds good where they are.
Yeah.
And I think people forget that it's sorry. And I think people forget that these guys could sing just because legions of women were fainting over them. It's like the fandom doesn't take away from the talent, but go off. But you know how it is with boy groups. People are like, oh, they're not really making real music. But yeah, I think it's a fun song. This is the opener that sounds like One Direction cosplaying as Queen meets The Who meets a Nickelodeon sketch show. It's like all of these different amalgamations to make it like palatable for a younger listener, but also familiar to people who listen to The Who, or even like the Queen, like the oh and it's like, oh oh oh. That
Hmm.
whole part right there reminds me of Freddie Mercury's iconic Live Aid in '85.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's not purposeful, but it's something that is almost like, what is this best song? I like the lyrics in it, like Georgia, shout out to you. If your name was Georgia or is Georgia and this song came out, you must have felt like, a queen. And I do like that even though there is a party vibe to the song, they ask the girl to come home and she says no, but the party still keeps going. So
Mm.
again, it keeps like this whole concept of like, hey, we're a little bit older, hooking up is okay, but if you're not going to do it, that's okay too. And I love the bridge. It tongue ties me. I know, I know, I hope you've been there for me. That part I always kind of like get a little tongue tied, but I do like listening to Louis here, and Zayn as well. And I think, is this the best song ever? No, but it's clever and catchy. And like, honestly, it's amazing because it's the first thing that pops up whenever you type best song ever. So
True. Well,
SEO.
I do appreciate like lyrically, they are not saying that this is the best song ever. They're singing about,
Yes.
you know,
A vague
a best song ever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I kind
Yep.
of like that it was like,
Mhm.
yeah, not too self-referential there.
Mhm.
But yeah, this as a song totally makes sense musically as the direction that the band was going in. It
Yeah.
does still feel quite young, but does sound more mature from the last two albums. I think both in vocal execution, obviously because they're getting older, but also just like production wise as well. Because now they've really embraced the kind of big chanty pop rock like stadium anthem
Yeah.
situation. Um, and I will say this a lot, like this whole album, a lot of it just sounds like it already has live arrangements, like it was purely made or clearly made to be
Mhm.
performed in like on a big stage,
Right, right,
like
right.
that chant you were just doing, like clearly made to be done with
Crowd.
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, I do hear that Who inspiration there.
Oh, yeah.
But you
Totally.
know what? It's a good guitar riff, and yeah, the whole thing super full, super energetic.
Yeah.
Um, Lyrically, I do think the line about the dirty mouth is probably
So
the
funny.
best one.
Yeah. Got a dirty mouth.
And yes, I did shout out Zayn here.
Mhm.
His ad libs at the end do elevate their sound a lot because I think the other
Yeah.
four, like this is, I feel like for Zayn, this is the biggest departure, I guess, from his like influences, I would say.
Yeah, totally.
He has such an R&B style.
Yeah,
But then when he comes in, then it really does bring something different and it does elevate the song.
it does.
So yeah, his ad libs at the end here are great.
I
So,
agree. I
mm,
agree. And I think him as a woman in the video was amazing as well.
oh my gosh.
Cuz But yeah, I think this whole video was really fun.
Mm,
I love the whole costumed
yes.
Hollywood exec moment.
Uh-huh.
Zayn being called Zach cracks me up every time. Leroy with his 5, 6, 7, 8, and of course our fave Zayn as a woman. I didn't realize that was Zayn. I was trying to figure out where he was.
Well, because they changed his skin color.
He did.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a different person. I was like,
Yeah.
wow. But yeah, again, like I said, I mentioned that K-pop group situation. Like right in the beginning when the song starts vamping. 2 minutes, 10 seconds in, there are a bunch of boy groups being presented, right?
Yes.
You see Take That,
Mm-hmm.
and their face superimposed. You see the Village People superimposed,
Yes.
and then you see BAP. I was listening to BAP at the time, so like I remember being in the library watching their videos. So again, I was completely removed, but I was like, hang on, who's using my boys' photo?
Yeah.
It was the jumpsuit that was like same color jumpsuit, blonde hair.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I remember seeing that too. And I was like, it's interesting how they always got brought up in conversations about like, where do you sit in like the best boy group conversation? Nah, 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 nah. So at the end of the video, with all of this, like, you're not like this group, you're not like that group, you're not even like that group. For them to be like, oh, this is us at the end, I was like,
Yeah.
yes, mama like. So I think the video is effective in terms of it being silly, but also making a statement that isn't like, how do you say, like uptight. It's just more like, okay, enough of the conversation. Like we are who
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah, it was a great way to make a statement. Yeah, the whole concept was so fun. It did remind me a bit of Spice World, actually.
Mm,
Just the kind of caricature kind of
yes.
aspect of
Oh
it.
my god, yes. I love
Um,
that.
Liam is my favorite, probably, as the choreographer here.
It's amazing.
Great
Yes.
moment there.
Leroy.
And I also appreciated them including some of the behind the scenes stuff. In
Yeah.
addition to them trashing The Office, just like jumping around to the song, like it just added like another layer to it, and
Mm.
I was very entertained the whole time for sure.
Yes.
We get more horrible choreography at the end as well.
Oh, and then
Yeah, yeah. You know what? At least they were having fun.
yeah, this is
Yeah,
true.
I
Yeah, there's
appreciate that. Yeah.
fun hair.
Also, this has now been kind of the ending song for
Mhm.
the tours.
Yeah.
Um, totally makes sense. It's so anthemic, so much energy. Like
Yeah.
especially the Where We Are tour with all the fireworks and stuff.
Yes. I mean,
Epic.
leaving a stadium with the best song
Mm,
ever. Thank you guys for coming. Best song ever. Get home safe. It was the best song ever. It was the best night ever. It's that kind
yeah,
of vibe. So yeah, I think
yeah,
that's pretty solid.
yeah. All right. So what do you rate this one?
I will give this one an 8.5.
I also have it as an 8.5.
Up next is Story of My Life, and this was done by Jamie Scott, Jillian Bonetta, John the Blind, and the 5 members of One Direction: Liam, Harry, Niall, Louis, and Zayn. And this was released in October 2013 as the second single from Midnight Memories.
Story of my life, I take her home, I drive all night.
And this single peaked at number 6 on both the UK singles chart and US Billboard Hot 100. And our Patreon member, Hillary, mentioned that this is a bit hard to listen to now, given the circumstances with Liam. So, yes, of course, rest in peace, Liam. You did an amazing job, which is a lot of my notes in this whole, like,
Mm,
I think episode. I have a lot of moments. So I'm going to try to. I'm gonna try to, calm down. I don't think I ever like disliked him. I just didn't realize how talented he was in the group.
oh yeah.
It's one of those things where it's
He's the
like,
Gary Barlow. He like has a really distinctive tone. He kind of just he's their leader.
yeah, solid
Yeah.
verse carrier
Yeah.
for 2 albums straight, by the
Oh,
way.
he's a harmony carrier as well.
Yes, as
Watching
well.
the concerts, he does a lot of the
Mhm.
harmonies, both
He was
highs
holding
and lows.
he was holding it
So,
down, literally, like
yeah. So yeah, obviously this is like one of their most iconic songs, I would say, one of their
yeah.
signature songs. And they really do excel with this kind of like folksy, guitar-driven situation.
Mhm.
Um, and then there's this like stomping quality as well, which
Yeah.
is very prevalent on this album. Lots of stomping type
Yeah. Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
I wonder, is there another word for that?
Stomp clap?
Huh?
A stomp clap?
Stomp clap. Okay,
Ye
stomp clap works. I love the background vocals in this song. They're so ethereal. And I always, yeah, every time I listen to it, I end up actually like trying to listen to those almost more than the lead sometimes.
Mhm.
But Harry sounds great leading the chorus. He has such a full tone. Like he has matured a lot from the first album, already right here.
Right.
His power is just so natural. He's such a natural belter here. And he's good at the stadium rock thing.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense given his influences, I would say, and where he ends up going, of course, with his solo career. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's good at just like emoting with these anthems, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I think the bridge is probably my favorite part. Like Zayn sounds so good. I love the subtlety of it.
Mhm.
And then you do have Niall doing the lower octave chorus. They love that. They
Yes.
love that too in the
'Cause it
songwriting
creates
structure. Yeah.
tension. It
No,
creates
I like it too, but I'm just saying
yeah.
it was very clear
formulaic.
structure, yeah,
Yeah.
that they had
Yeah.
in writing songs.
Nice catch.
But Niall sounds great there. It's a great climax to the song. I
Mhm.
get why this is such a signature hit for sure.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm trying to think about when I heard this song. I heard it and I didn't realize what the song was about. I only knew about it because of the music video and what,
Hmm.
what it represented and things like that. I think this is a vulnerable kind of track. It's a folk ballad about the pain of a fading or unrequited or maybe a doomed relationship or reflecting on romantic heartbreak and
Mm,
longing. And I don't think I realized that until I listened to the lyrics for this review. And I think it's interesting because again, the music video for the track is deceptively reminiscent and sweet, but the lyrics are very pensive and there's clear reflection.
yeah.
And I think the story of my life is well, like it's less like that whole well, this is my life, story of my life. I suck. It's not that. It's more just like the story of their life was that they love this person so much. Maybe it's like she was the story of my life.
Hmm.
Like that's like the biggest story. Instead of saying the love of my life is like the story of my life, or at least that's what I got from it. Because it's like oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
But I think it's really interesting and very mature to say that you've made a mistake and you tried really hard to make things work and things like that. So I think having a song like this in terms of like lyrical content is very mature, and the way the chorus kind of overlaps in the words and the story of my life. I take her home, drive all night, keep her warm. In time, it's frozen. Like the whole melody of it is very interesting, and I'm like, wait, what does it mean? But what does it mean? And it's very simple what they're saying, but because
Hmm.
of the cadence of the melody, I found myself being like, wait, is there a hidden? There's no hidden message. It's just you have to listen to understand the content. Um, the production does lean toward the Mumford and Son early Ed Sheeran folk pop
For
situation.
sure. Yeah.
But it's not bad. You get the real guitars, the airy mixing, the warm vocal layering. So I
Mm,
mean, I think with all of those elements in terms of what was really trendy at the time, what their counterparts who were older than them were doing,
yeah.
and then the way the music was mixed, they sound grown up. Not grown like, we're grown
Yes.
men, we have mortgages and stuff like that, and child and children, but it's more just like we're older, we're not singing it. That's what makes you beautiful. It's like I
Yeah.
lost something beautiful. And that was the story of my life, was her. So I think there's like a first nice major step toward adult pop credibility.
Mm,
It's that kind of vibe.
totally. Totally. And the music video, such
Mm,
a good music video.
yeah.
First off, great lighting in that photo studio when they're developing.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, you guys all look good right there. But then, you get into where you zoom in on a photo of each of the
Yeah.
guys and they have their own families come in and help recreate their photos.
Yeah.
Uh, really, really cute.
It was super cute. It was nice
Yeah,
to kind of see the passage of time, which is also what I did not know what the song was actually about. I thought it was just them, like,
true. Yeah,
I do
valid.
like how they set it up, though. Hillary also told us that they got fans to kind of be there, 100 fans. Um,
Yeah, for like a concert later on in the
yeah,
career. Yeah,
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 in that same location. So I think
yeah,
it's one of those spots where it's very memorable for fans, for One Direction as a group, and I think it ties all into that story of the life, you know,
yeah,
concept. So I appreciate it.
yeah.
Alright, so what do
So
you give it?
I give this one a 9.
Oh, and not I give this one a 10.
Okay, nice. Okay, next up is Diana, done by John the Blind, Julian Bunetta, Jamie Scott, and Liam and Louis of One Direction. And this song was released as a promotional single a week before the album release, which resulted in it charting in several territories.
Diana, let me be the one to light a fire inside.
And Hillary mentioned the song was originally called Joanna, but this is Louis' mom's name, so they changed it. And it is believed by some fans that Diana is actually the name of a fan that wrote a letter to Niall when she was like going through a hard time, I think. So
Aw, that's so
yeah.
sweet. Oh my gosh.
And it's not Princess Diana. I saw a lot of notes about that too, that they very vehemently denied that.
It's tough. I mean, when you're in the UK, there's a song called Diana. It's like ubiquitous, right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
hey, she's an icon, honey. She's an icon. That's why the
Mm.
little black dress thing. I was like, Diana? No. When I saw the track listing, I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a thread here. There's no thread. Absolutely no thread. It's floss at that. Like it's not even a thread. But yeah. Um, Hearing that Liam and Louis had a hand in the writing makes so much sense. I mean, you listen to Louis's music now and then discovering Liam's often overlooked emotional depth. Don't get me
Mm,
wrong, young boys are young boys. They kind of say little goofy things, but like watching some interviews, the way some interviews were talked to them, these guys definitely handled it with a lot of grace and intellectual um, decorum, for lack of a better
yes.
word.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it's a sweet song. This is for the lonely fans and
Mm,
almost a thank you of sorts. Like you said, I saved you, but you also saved me. I
yes.
appreciate that concept. And I love the line, how could someone not miss you at all? I think that line is powerful because in the second verse, it kind of alludes to someone breaking up with you. And it's like, okay. Yeah, don't get me wrong, breakups are not great. But that whole, how could someone not miss you? I mean, there's so many people who think that they wouldn't be noticed if they weren't around or if they go through some type of separation, they feel forgotten. It's a strong line. It kind of just sets the tone for the song. And I think this is like the peak like ethos of One Direction. A good band does a lot of things for young fans, and we support the artists, and they continue to perform, but it takes a lot of energy from the fans as well. So it's like a very symbiotic relationship, and this sounds like that. It doesn't sound like it's too parasocial, where it's like, thanks for your money. It's like, no, you also saved us because without you supporting us, we wouldn't be able to do this. So I
Yes.
appreciate that, and I mean, it takes a lot for them to be able to articulate this properly, considering that they were literally manufactured
Yeah.
on, like, a huge pop platform, but I respect that. It's like they know how to portray real emotions in this mid-tempo '80s new wave pop rock moment. I appreciate that.
Yes. Yeah. I really like this one. I love a pop rock song, you
Yeah.
know? Um, and I think this definitely had single potential. I mean,
Mm.
they had some good singles off of this, and I kind of get why they chose each one. So I get why this was the one that was like the pre-release track when that became a thing, you know?
Mhm, mhm.
Um, so at least it had a moment for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, it feels anthemic again, made for the stadium. It's got a great drive to it. And yeah, going into the lyrics, I agree with you. It's very warm and very comforting. I think the way that it was written.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, I think I appreciate the subtlety of it. Like it wasn't too obviously for the fans,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
But you have certain lines like, oh, even though I don't speak the same language, or they're
yeah,
just saying like, even though I don't know you personally, like I'm still here for you and we're here for each other,
yeah.
so I'm not mad at that at all. And yeah, great melodies throughout, fun to sing along to. The bridge, again, is my favorite part here. You get these great layered BGVs there
Mhm,
again.
mhm.
And the whole build is really, really good. This one I looked forward to every
Oh,
time
yeah?
I listened to the album. Yeah. And then on tour too. Like when I was watching the Where We Are tour, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, are they going to sing Diana? Because near the end, right? I was like, oh my God, where's Diana? But yeah,
I
it's in
respect
there.
that also.
Yeah. So I do give this one a 10, actually. I really like
And
this one.
okay, and this one's
Yeah.
my 9.
Okay.
Up next is Midnight Memories, and this was done by John the Blind, Julian Bonetta, Jamie Scott, and Liam and Louis of 1D.
Midnight memories.
And this was released in January 2014 as the album's third single, peaking at number 39 in the UK and number 12 in the US and top 10 in several countries. And there is a fun recording from the studio sessions of this song when they were singing I Love KFC to the melody. So
I love KFC. It's great.
interesting because I
Very
sing
fun.
pour some sugar on me. That's what I sing.
That's too many syllables though.
I know, but
No, I know, I know.
the chorus sounds like Def Leppard
It
to
does.
me.
I get it. I hear it. I hear it. I
Thank you. I
mean, there's
appreciate it.
clear influences,
Yeah.
throughout this whole album. I'm not mad at the whole kind of 80s rock
No, loved it.
situation. And again, this is one of the ones that has such a clear like live band arrangement, which just
Yes.
has a ton of energy in it. So I do like that.
Mhm.
Um, I love the pre-chorus in this. There's like these big O's like in the background. There's like
Yeah.
a dramatic drum build. Louis sounds so good here. I think this is probably my favorite vocal moment from Louis across the whole album.
Mm.
And Niall also sounds so good here. Like he sings in that
Yes.
second verse and in the bridge.
Yes.
So good with his execution because there's like kind of sass, kind of a
Uh-huh.
cheekiness to it.
Yes.
And then in the bridge, there's like the rasp there that he kind of brings in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really liked the vocal execution here. Again, it's very obvious with the whole crowd participation thing, the boom, boom, clap, we
Yeah.
will rock you situation, which
Yeah.
comes up in multiple songs, I would say, which
Yes, it
then they
does.
even used it to like sieg into different songs on
Yes.
the tour. So I was like, okay, like I get it. Okay. But I will say,
Hmm.
I think the chorus is actually my least favorite part of this song.
Oh, shoot.
Like it's anthemic, but for some reason, melodically, it just doesn't really do much for me.
I
Like it
mean,
doesn't
now
hit me as hard as some of the other ones.
yeah, no, I get it because I think Midnight Memories, it just doesn't do much for me, and because my mind nest is, like, just naturally goes to "Pour some sugar on me in the name of love." They weren't saying anything but those 2 sentences, and it was effective. Because "Pour some sugar on me," what the heck does that even mean? Midnight Memories? Okay. So I can understand where it's like, "Oh, wow, you're setting up this kind of, like, we're doing crazy things, pause. We're the same old but a different day, yeah." And then, "La, la, 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 la."
Oh.
It's like, okay, I guess I did it. It's like, it's okay. It's not bad. It's
Mm.
not bad. I do enjoy it, but I really feel like maybe something else could have been added just to kind of take it to another level. Um, but yes, I'm not mad at the Def Leppard, maybe AC/DC without the Brian Johnson ripoff, because I mean his voice is amazing. But they don't really have too much of that crazy head voice moments. But I think this song is like we're men now. I'm at the age where I know what I need, as Louis says. And it's about a good time, not a lifetime.
Yes.
And I also agree with you where the second verse, Liam into Niall and then Louis, like that whole second verse sends me.
Yes.
Love to hear them all kind of just like do a little tag team with the verses and the chorus. I mean, the pre-hook, excuse me.
Yeah.
And then the bridge has a different melody. Hallelujah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. It makes everything feel super wild, especially with Harry shouting. And the whole production, like you said, sounds like natural instruments, which is great because even with the concept of the song and like the filter on their voices, it's intentionally like messy and live. And it sounds like a live bar band recording at like 2 a.m. So that's perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I do
Totally.
appreciate it. And then the video.
I love this video.
Yes, it would have been perfect for like a dumb, like kitschy movie from the 90s.
Yeah.
Like it would have been perfect.
So entertaining. I mean, again, it was giving Spice World vibes a little bit at the end, when they're on the
Yeah.
police boat at the Tower Bridge,
Yeah.
you know, they just
It would
needed
have
the bus there to open the bridge.
it would have been
Um,
perfect because like literally a boy band getting into antics. That's a perfect movie for the 90s. Like, right? I don't
yeah.
think it would work now, but like it's
Yeah, yeah,
cute.
yeah.
It's very cute.
But yeah, I think the whole like setup of it with like the sad college house party, I guess, to start.
Yeah.
And then you got the kebab shop, which I mentioned earlier. I
Yeah.
love a kebab shop. It's my favorite thing about late nights in the UK. Um,
It's kebab.
but yeah, just the messing around was fun. I love the grandmas.
The gr Wait, the grandmas. Yes, it was very cute, very, like, fun, grown up, not just singing about love, which I
Yeah.
appreciate. Because
Hmm.
after a while, it's like, we get it, you're in love. But yes, so I give this one an 8.5. I do like it,
Okay.
maybe because it reminds me of, like, 80s rock. I love 80s
Sure.
rock.
I will go an 8. Next is You and I, done by Julian Bunetta, John the Blind, and Jamie Scott. And this was released as the 4th single from the album in April 2014, peaking at number 28 in the UK and number 68 in the US. And the music video won Best British Video at the 2015 Brit Awards.
You and I, we don't wanna be.
You and I, we don't need to be like them. We don't need
That breath at the end, the
'Cause it sounds like
exhale.
it sounds like something that Michael Bolton should be singing.
Oh, actually, he would sound amazing singing that.
He would, Michael Bolton
Yeah.
or who else? I think Michael Bolton. Tell me how am I supposed to live without you? Anyway, I
Great
think
song.
yeah, it is really good. That man cries. I love when a man cries on a record. Um, okay, so You and I is super clean, it's spacious, and there's not too much fluff, which I appreciate, not too many effects. The vocal is carrying the emotional weight. There are some mild production changes in the second verse. And listening to the song, I am glad, so glad that the other members outside of Harry, Liam, and Zayn got to sing. Like, I mean, longer than like 2 seconds, y'all, before you say, they got to sing. Not as much as they were singing on this one, y'all. But that's like a gripe I think we both may have. I don't know. It depends on the group, but I just feel like
Yeah, it
it
depends on the
goes.
group, but I think for them,
Mhm.
it did take them a minute to just figure out how to use all their voices, and they did a really good job with the vocal distribution overall here. Yeah.
Yes, which I appreciate because, like, finally, and also having reviewed Niall's debut album, enjoy his voice, and I can pinpoint it now as
Mm,
well. And I think again, just thinking about Liam, just because he didn't lean heavily into iconography in terms of his artistry, doesn't mean he couldn't sing. Like, he's a solid boy band member.
yeah.
Okay. I was listening to some of his parts and then listening to it live and other songs later on we were talking about. I was like, oh man, he's good placement.
Hmm.
He's very intelligent about what to do with his voice. And I feel like he's one of those people that sound better live than he does on the record, which is not saying a lot. He just knows how to kind of pick up the energy when he's on a hot mic, like a live
Mm,
mic, than he would be like in a studio with the takes and the mixing down. This is the tone you're supposed to take. I mean, the mics are completely different on stage to
sure.
studio, the settings and whatnot. But yeah, I do appreciate that. And I think this where the song does suffer a little bit with just sticking to a rock concept is like when you stick to this specific sound, you're not really considering other ways to approach a chorus because it's still very throw to you and I. We're shouting to we're shouting to the stars or we're shouting to the gods above,
Sure.
as opposed to maybe having some other harmonies in there. Like, yeah, Zayn gave us that big moment, but what if there was different harmonies or like, I don't know, something else just less throaty, big, and trying to be stadium rock. I don't
Yes, I
hate
have.
it, but yeah.
Yeah, I have the same note with as you about the final chorus because it is Harry, just kind of singing the chorus alone for
Yeah.
most of the song, and then the final chorus you get the full group moment,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel as yeah, it needed some harmony or something just to keep it really full. I think along with Zayn's ad libs, I think that would have really properly climaxed it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not my favorite song of theirs. Again, melodically, for some reason, it just doesn't really do anything for me.
Mm.
Production-wise, I do enjoy the strings that come in.
Yeah.
And there's like the build of it all with the way the band comes in and the guitar kind of comes in. I do think that is actually very well done.
Mhm.
The verses, I do prefer the verses to the chorus. I
Oh,
love the three-part harmony going on in the second verse. It's
yes.
so beautiful, especially when they do it live as well, when they're more kind of even leveled.
Mhm.
I love that. And then yeah, lyrically, this whole kind of us against the world kind of framing.
Yeah.
It's romantic for sure. It's definitely giving cinema, you know, very
Yeah.
cinematic
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And I feel like it goes along with that whole fantasy of like for the fans, right? Like it's like people would be so mad if I got with one of them, but like it'd be us against the world kind of thing.
Oh
There's
my
a
god.
movie, right? There's a movie that was like based off of a Harry Styles like
Yes, it's called After, After We Collided, After then After, and After again, and After Ever After. It is like
wait, what?
6 different movies.
Oh, there are? Oh, I'm just thinking
Yes.
of the one.
No, it's a one movie called After, but it has spin-offs because it was like it's like a series, it was a universe.
Oh.
Yeah, it was not good. I will tell you that
I
now.
feel like I'm thinking of a different movie,
Oh,
but
ooh,
yeah.
y'all hang on, leave in the comments below if you watched After. I watched After and I couldn't get to the end. The only thing I realized
I'm
was
thinking
that
of the one with, like, Nicholas Galitzine.
oh, that one was good, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Wasn't
was
that based off of Harry
it
Styles?
was.
Yeah.
It was.
Anyway,
It's not small.
what
That
were
was
sorry, continue.
sorry, he's delicious.
What were you saying, though?
Excuse me.
Okay, tell me about After.
Okay, so After is also based off a Wattpad story about Harry Styles, right? So there's a guy named Hawden. His name is Hawden, and he likes,
Arden?
yeah.
Oh.
Not a great name. Sorry if your name's Harden. Sorry, Harden. But yeah, Harden, he meets a girl, she's mousy. She's also a V word, of course. And then, they meet and it's like, I like to read Bronte or Bronte, Wuthering Heights. And they kind of
Oh.
bond over that. And then they're like, come to find out it was a bet because she was like, oh no, I'm not gonna play you guys' kissing games. And then she leaves. This is the beginning of the movie. She leaves, right? And then they're like, "Oh, she's a prude. She turned you down." He's like, "I bet I can get her to sleep with me." Fast forward, she finds out that she was a bet, and then they break up. Second movie, they get back
Now
together.
you're ruining the movie for everyone. I'm kidding, kidding.
My bad. If you haven't seen it, it's on
Spoiler
Netflix.
alert. Sorry,
on-
too late.
Also, another spoiler alert: they changed the parents several times throughout the series.
Oh, they couldn't get the actors to come back?
No. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Oh
Continue.
my. Okay, yeah, let us know if you've seen After or whatever the Anne Hathaway movie was called.
Oh yeah, that
Um,
movie was delicious.
I did never seen that one. Okay.
Oh, not
All right.
after Anne Hathaway.
Oh. Well, let's talk about the music video. The
Oh
one that won
yes.
Best British Video. Great video. I love the whole one shot situation.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it wasn't actually one shot, but the way that they did it. The transitions between each member was just so well done.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the worst one was I think Louis like very awkwardly turns his head and turns into Zayn. I think
Yeah. I'm
that
like,
seemed the
oh, I
most
need to.
deliberate of all of them.
Yeah. Like,
But yeah, super impressive that they were able to like. I'm just thinking about post, like the
right.
clouds not move at all, like
Yes.
did the sun never peek out? Well, I guess it's the UK, so the sun like never
Oh,
peeks out.
continuity
Um,
matters. You're right.
but yeah, I was just like fascinated by that. I was like staring at like the sky and the ocean, like yeah, and the stop frames at the end are fun,
Yeah.
with all the random stuff going on. I did see some plagiarism accusations. I guess another band or someone had done just kind of the stop motion.
Oh.
I don't know what you call that, where there's like you see the future and then like goes
Oh
into the
yeah. Like,
future.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Press home.
despite
Shadow.
that,
Yeah.
great video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ariana Grande did it in The Light's Coming. The light is coming
Yeah.
to take back the darkness. I think it's like a shadow effect where you move and you
Mm.
kind of come back into yourself. Yeah, I thought the video was great up until the end when they started acting like goofballs, and I was like, y'all couldn't just walk together. Like, give me that one moment. You're just in you and I just walking. And we pan across everyone's face. No, they're acting like some fools, but it's okay.
I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad at that. I thought it was
It's
funny
okay.
because
It's
random things
okay.
would happen. Like, what's that balloon that just showed up?
Yeah, like I
You
said,
know,
I got over it, but I was like, dang, how awesome would it have been if you guys had just kept just
made
own
more
it.
serious. Yeah.
Yeah, for a second. But yeah, I think it's a fun video. I appreciate the video. I didn't even know it existed. Again, I was knee deep, not even,
Yeah.
I was neck deep, eyebrow deep in
hmm
K-pop. So yeah,
Yeah.
I liked the video.
hmm
Simple, effective.
hmm I will give the song just a 7.5 though. Not my fave.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
You know, I understand that. I feel like as in terms of ballads on this album, I think it might be okay for me. So I'll give it a okay, so you give it 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. I'll match you. Wait, I have to think about you. So right, yeah. You're right. Sorry, guys. Up next is Don't Forget Where You Belong, and this was done by Tom Fletcher, Dougie Pointer, and Danny Jones of McFly with Niall from One Direction.
Hey.
Don't forget where you belong. Oh.
Love that Nick Fly has made an appearance again.
McFly?
I do enjoy a McFly song every once in a while.
Mhm.
This one, I
Oh.
feel like celebrities just really love these types of messages where they're like, they're just like, I'm down to earth, like I'm humble, like I
Yeah.
remember where I came from, I'll never forget it. Despite
Right.
them like
Different tax bracket completely.
not just that, but like the whole lifestyle,
Lifestyle
is
different,
just
yeah.
like something that, as a pleb, like I could never even imagine that, So it's just I just find it very these can be quite self-indulgent, I feel like, when they have a song like this. Like,
Okay.
yes, everyone can relate to this in a way, but like for them,
That's
it's just like on a whole other level that it's kind of just like, okay.
Yeah, they're a little removed now. Like several
Yeah.
years, 3 albums removed
Yeah.
from like, oh, I wake up every
But-
morning and brush my teeth like you, mate. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
more so than that,
Yeah.
this chorus is just not my favorite. Don't forget where you belong. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, I don't know. It's just like melodically just doesn't do too much for me. I think again the bridge is
Yeah.
awesome. I love Louis Zayn kind of doing this big belt,
Yeah.
with each other, and then Harry comes in. You get this big harmony note, this big note, which I appreciate.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the first song on the album up to this point where I'm kind of like, this is a little fillery.
Oh my God. That's in my notes
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but I do think the production is good. Like the build is good. You get that
Mhm.
boom boom clap here as well.
Yeah.
I will say the live version in the Where We Are tour,
Yeah.
they add a guitar solo, which I enjoy.
I did hear that.
Yeah.
Saw the man at the top. So this song is not that, but it's not anything we haven't already heard. Diana does a better job of the "You Are Not Alone" shtick, not to reduce it to a shtick, but I think this song is more of like a group hug in audio form, like a brotherhood kind of thing. It's like, hey man, I know we just secured this brand deal. for Like, sorry, sorry, guys. But it's like I know we just went through this whole crazy thing and we had to deal with a lot of craziness. But like, man, don't forget, you're from Rivertown. Don't forget, you're an Irish boy from, we all like a good roast once in a while. We like to go to the pub, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like we all know my accents are terrible. But the point is, the point is, it's almost like a conversation between the group, which I appreciate. Like, hey lads, we've got each other. We've been together this long since day one. I sound like Leo. I tried to channel Leo.
Oh
That was
my.
terrible. Oh, I'm so sorry, Leo. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I think Harry and Liam harmonize in the second verse, and moments like that make the song feel more united and brotherly. Liam also harmonizes with Zayn in the bridge. And I also agree, the bridge saves the song. Louis and Zayn, we haven't gotten that pairing. Sounds
Yeah,
great.
and it's a great pairing.
Yes, the thinness, the thickness, the tones, singing
Hmm.
about sticking together through thick and thin. It's just so satisfying. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. I will give this a 7.
I agree. I also don't love it that much, so 7 for me.
Okay, moving on to Strong, done by John the Blind, Julian Bunetta, Jamie Scott, and Louis of One Direction. And though the song was not released as an official single, it did reach #1 in New Zealand,
Go
which
ahead,
is
New Zealand.
awesome. And our patron Hillary did note that this
Mm.
one does seem a bit queer coded in the lyrics.
Oh. Oh, I mean, that's funny.
Is it so wrong that you make me strong?
Okay, hear me out, y'all.
Hmm.
I feel like I may have misscored on Don't Forget Where You Belong compared to Strong. I can honestly say with my heart that I don't think I actually like the song. Strong is okay for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I like the way the boys sound vocally than I do like the song. Like Zayn and Liam are singing the lower parts of their voices, sound great. The chorus about not being strong without their love being around is relatable to a certain extent, and they aren't afraid of love, whatever that love looks like or is. I
Sure.
appreciate that, and a lot of people, men in particular, need to adopt this philosophy. You need love to survive in this world. Okay. And I appreciate that. I love that. And I do want to know if like the script or maybe Snow Patrol was like an influence. Like if either band was, I'd have to say that the song kind of missed the mark for me. And I don't know why, but it just doesn't, I don't know. It just doesn't click for me. And I think by the time I've gotten to this point on the album where it's like, you are equating your worth to someone else again, or like, it's like Don't Forget Where You Belong, and then
Oh,
Diana. I'm kind of over it by now. Like I'm kind of gotten to that little point where I'm just like, it's a little too sappy for me.
we're not even
Um,
halfway.
I know. And I'm so sorry to you, Hillary, but that's why you like us. But no, it's one of those things where I don't dislike them. They sound good, but I think by this time on the album, I'm like, okay, give me something else thematically where
Mm,
I'm at least like, okay, yeah, this is a palate cleanser. But for now, it's a little stale.
okay.
But I can't, yeah, I can't say I would revisit the song if it plays. I don't know, but like right now, I can't even think much about like the melody right now. That's just me though.
I'm the
That's just
opposite of you, actually. I think
yeah.
I think the last 2 I was kind of like, eh. This song did bring me back a bit, I would say,
Okay.
actually. The
Yeah.
structure is actually giving Kelly Clarkson a little bit because you
Mm.
have that, that like repeated guitar riff. You get
Yeah.
these kind of soft, low, kind of quiet verses leading into this big kind of anthemic proclamation of a chorus, you know? So I actually like that. I like the melody of it.
Mhm.
Um, Zane's Bridge again, so good with the R&B riffs.
Mhm.
Just takes song to another level. I like the drums and how kind of powerful they are here. So this one actually was like a high note for me, I would
Okay.
say. Especially with the last 2, I was kind of like, yeah, this one kind of
Mm.
rejuvenated me a little bit, I would say.
That's a good word,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I enjoyed it live. I thought it went. Yeah, I thought it was really good live. So
Oh, so it's your score.
I'll give it an 8.5.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I don't know. I guess if I had to choose between Don't Forget Where You Belong and this one, I think that Strong is a little bit better in terms of delivering. So I'll give it a 7.5.
All right, so we are halfway through the standard album. There
Right.
are, of course, a bunch of bonus tracks. So if you'd like to hear us talk about those, you'll just have to join us over at patreon.com/CCTV Pops. You can also just follow us everywhere on socials
Yes.
at CCTV Pops as well. Yeah.
Yes. And you can also help us pick out episode topics on Patreon.
Oh yeah.
Because guys, listen, you can be really upset with me and we can talk about it in a live session, or you can like agree with me and we can talk about it during the live session. Either way, just join us, okay? It's free. All right. Up next is Happily. And this was done by Carl Falk, Savan Koteka, and Harry of One Direction.
I know you wanna leave, so come on, baby, be with me so happily.
Oh, these old names.
Okay, yes, Carl and Savan are back, but now Harry has joined them in the studio.
Right. He says, hang
Yes.
on. I got this, guys.
Yeah, I can
me.
help you out now.
Right.
The stomping is back for this
Yes,
one.
on claps. Yes.
But for this one, I actually do think it works because there's like an urgency to this song, which I think is fun. Yeah, I'm glad they still kind of went back to the two of them because we've said this about other groups or other albums we've talked about in the past. You do have to make sure you're still doing stuff that is accessible to the fans that bought your
Right.
first two albums. And this does harken back a bit to the earlier stuff. It still feels more mature, but there is kind of a naivete to it, like lyrically. Like
Yeah.
there's a positivity and like a naivete to it that I
Yeah.
think just kind of makes sense for like their age,
Yes.
But yeah, in terms of the lyrics, it's it's like this plea to this person who's with someone else,
Yeah.
you know?
And that's kind of funny, though. Can't
Yeah,
lie.
and this one is kind of queer coded too, you know?
Oh.
I don't care what people say when we're together.
Oh. Oh.
Or it goes back to the other thing with like, a fan's fantasy.
Oh.
You know?
Oh. See
Um,
now? That's crazy. I mean, it's not a crazy theory, but that's crazy. The song claps in the haze. Lumineers light. I don't
Hell
hate
yeah.
it. I don't hate it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, when you think about what was out at the time, this fits right in. Second verse, honey. Talk about lyrics. Second verse with Louis and Liam is a messy boots. Messy. Messy. It's 4 a.m. I know you're with him. I wonder if he knows I touched your skin. If he feels traces of me in your hair. I'm sorry, love. I don't care. What do you mean? What do you mean? Traces of me in your... Is this something about Mary going on? I've never seen that movie. I've yet to see the movie. But I
Oh.
do know the reference with Cameron Diaz and the hair gel. If you
I
don't
was
know...
thinking more just like his smell, less so than a substance.
Hang on, hang on. This is a hill that I'm willing to see a new perspective on. I'm not going to die on this hill. But my question was, what do you mean traces? What do you mean traces? Because my thing is like, listen, as a Black woman, not much is going to get in my hair in terms of scent, right? Like it's my hair product, so it might smell like a little bit like an argan oil, like a mixed berry, whatever the heck I'm using. But it's not going to smell like it's a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I spray something directly. So I'm not sure if it's like a softer hair texture thing, so you absorb a little bit easier. But
I mean, maybe you're
again,
right, and I was just too clean in my thinking.
you know what, Chris? Say it like that. Yes, because one of
In
us
the
is...
hair, though? Who wants it in the hair?
Listen, it could have been an accident. It could have been a slip
Yes.
of the tip. I don't know. But
Sure.
I didn't say the word, y'all. But yeah, what do you mean? But even still, it's 4 a.m. and I know you're with him. I wonder if he knows I touch your skin. Even you're with him, them, before you went to go see your man? Girl, take a shower. Take a shower. So yeah, I think this song is really funny. I think this song is really funny because of the toxicness of it, but it's not like this mean, like, I could do better than him, like some previous tracks on
Yeah.
Take Me Home, right? This one's a little bit more like, I'm okay to be boyfriend number 2, even though I was boyfriend number 1, but a twist of fate separated us. Like, it's just, I get it. It's like, listen, I think we should be back together. I think you and I would be good together. He's not saying, much, but it's just rough. I think they have good intentions. I don't know. It's just
Hmm.
because the girl's not actually having a hard time with her boyfriend. They are just having a harder time without her. So it's like,
Yeah. But yeah, I like this one. I think this is actually one of the better songs on the album.
Mhm.
I will give it an 8.5.
Yeah, same 8.5, even with all its messy bootsness.
Next is Right Now done by Ryan Tedder with Harry, Liam, and Louis of One Direction.
Whoa.
Right now, I wish you were here with me.
All right. This song has whispers of Coldplay influence, especially in the
I
atmosphere.
mean, One Republic, basically.
I mean,
It's
totally.
basically a One Republic song.
You know, yeah. He said, "Y'all got time? Can you hit these notes? You going to? You're welcome.
Mhm.
I'm Ryan Tedder. I wrote Halo. I'm Ryan Tedder. I wrote
And
Greedy."
Already Gone.
Right. I have seen this man once, and I already know his whole MO. I'm gonna sing some song that y'all already know, and then mention that I wrote this one. Woo, woo, woo. You know,
I
and
do enjoy it, though.
it's great.
That's a great moment in the show.
Totally. Because then it's like, oh my God, this guy wrote Greedy. Yes, he did. He's very good. You know? But yeah, so I just think it's really funny. You know, the atmospheric synths and the soaring chorus, like you said, One Republic,
Yeah.
Coldplay. The chorus is high, though, honey, is high. And Ryan said, "Oh, you can hit that, no problem. You got it." The song does make me feel like the stakes are high after being away from someone a long time. Like, I want you here right now. There's a gospel song where the guy says, "I need you right now." I thought it was a love song when I was a kid. Because I was like, he said, "Not another second, not another minute. I need you right now." So talking about God. This one was like, "I need you right right now. Come here." You know, and I appreciate that because it's like, you know, you seen that scene in the movie where people are like, "Oh my God, I have to go back and go get him," or "I have to go back and get her." They're running. Someone's running through a crowd. Someone's, you know,
Yes.
when they collide and they kiss, and we get a 360 shot of them kissing and embracing at the terminal. You know, it's cinematic, it's huge, and it's meant for 6,000 freaking fans waving their phone lights.
Not even just phone lights. This is the song that had that big fan event in that
Yes.
Milan concert,
Yeah.
which was
Super cute.
awesome. Yeah. That was such a cool moment for sure.
Mhm.
I like One Republic a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryan does have a very distinctive sound. Like that chorus is so him.
Yeah.
And like melodically, you know, get the head voice moment. He just does a dramatic mid-tempo
He does.
very well.
He does.
And the production wise too, you know, now we get some more electronic elements here.
Mhm.
It's a bit more atmospheric than
Yeah.
some of the other songs we've heard so far as well. I think out of the slower songs on this, I like this one. I
Mhm.
like this one. Like I like this one more than You and I probably.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
but
Mm.
it does sound just like One Republic, so you know, like it doesn't sound like 1D. Like so
Yeah.
in that way, I'm kind of like, okay, I get it. But I do think it's a good song.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Solid track.
Yeah. So what do you give it?
8.
I will match you with the 8.
All right. Up next is a little black dress with the tights underneath. I got the wrong group.
It is.
This was done by John the Blind, Julian Bonetta, Theodore Geiger, and Liam and Louis of One Direction. I'm so sorry, guys. It's Geiger. I'm sorry. Again, we are the only show. Well, one of the only shows that actually talk about the singer, the songwriters, and the producers. So I do apologize for not saying your name properly, sir.
Yeah. All right. So we're back to the 80s kind of glam
Yes.
rock situation.
Mhm.
What's fun about this one is you get these chanty group vocals for the verses. So yeah, it's kind of fun, kind of different from everything we've heard so far. The
Yeah.
vocals in general, I think, are a bit more raw. Like they're just a bit edgier. There's
Yeah.
not as much of that pop sheen during this one.
That's the word. Yeah, there's
Um,
nothing.
yeah. And again, yeah, this one's clearly made for the stadiums,
Mhm.
already has that live band arrangement. I love the guitar solo in the middle. Also love the little exclamations the group makes throughout the ows and the, you know, like
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a good one. Lots of hooks in the melodies. One of the most mature sounding songs, I would say. Like
Yeah.
if I just heard this song, I would not think they were as young as they are singing it.
Right.
I will say the one thing I really dislike about this song though,
Mm.
that fade out is so abrupt.
It's a little just lazy for
Like
me.
comes out of nowhere. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's like the last like 2 seconds and it's just like, okay, given the live band situation, like you really could have just given it a real ending.
You know, a button. That's all we need.
Just a
one little
symbol.
button.
Ba-da-bum-bum. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the fade out just happens so fast. Like I'm telling you, it literally happens in the last like 3 seconds of the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't like have like a long like or repeating the chorus or
Yeah.
something, or like, it's just kind of, it's over. It's done.
Yeah,
It's
it's already a short song too. It's only 2:37. So it's like
oh,
you could have gotten to 2:40, guys. It's fine.
that's crazy. So, I mean, the song is as short as apparently Little Black Dress's dress.
Sure.
So this is a fun tonal shift after the several emotional tracks. It is flirty again, gritty,
Mm.
punchy 80s classic rock. I think maybe little 70s glam, but it definitely reminds me of like something that's very, meant to be tough guy. So I do appreciate the sonic around it. When I think about like the whole song, I envision Anora. I just watched Anora for the Take That song that was in it.
Yeah.
And then now after watching it, it kind of reminds me of that, where the main character falls in love with the feisty lead female character or whatever character, and it's like little black dress. I do find it very interesting that little black dress is how this girl is referred to throughout the song, and I don't even think they asked for Shawty's name, not one time. I want to see the way you move. What's your favorite song? But never. What's your name? It's just little black dress. How you doing? Hey, little black dress. It sounds like an old brother, like hey, little Black people will always call you by like, hey, black shirt, like me
Mm.
when I teach my kids what you eat for breakfast. A bagel, yo, bagel, come here. You don't get a name. It's kind of just like what it is. So when I think of this song, it's just really funny. Hey, little black dress, like dancing. Hey, little black dress, and I think that is part of the fun. And like it's mysterious. It's a one night stand. That's
Mm.
all good drinks, a game of pool, and a makeout in the hallway before rolling in the hay. Who knows? But little black dress doesn't need a name. Apparently.
Mm.
She just needs to
Interesting.
give her yes. Her
Okay.
enthusiastic yes.
All right, I give this one an 8.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's
yeah?
fun.
It is fun. I just wish it wasn't so short because I was
Mm.
thinking about an 8.5, but because it is quite short, I do want a little more danger in my track. I'll give it an 8 too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll match you.
All right. Next is Through the Dark, done by Jamie Scott, Toby Smith, and Liam and Louis of One Direction.
We will find a way through the dark.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna sound a little funky, maybe not, I don't know, but it sounds like something that Liam could have sung. Not Liam, Niall could have sung alone on his album because it's so like stomp clappy, which I appreciate. It's very folksy, which is why I love to hear him sing things that are like a little bit more in his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I do appreciate it, and it's so interesting because he didn't really write on the songs that were more folkier, and I'm like,
Right.
interesting. What
Mm-hmm.
what were you doing? He's like, I'm learning how to play this guitar so I can play on the stage. Um, but yeah, I think I like this song a little bit more than Don't Forget Where You Belong. It does a better job in terms of melodic structure for the chorus and like even in the delivery when they perform it live, just hearing them all sing together with this they emote very well together. So I think I appreciate it a little bit more. And it has that same message of like, I will help you find your way. But again, done a little bit more effectively. So I appreciate it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more. I think Diane is probably the more superior version of all three
Yeah,
of those songs.
I agree with you. Yeah, it definitely has this whole reassurance kind of situation here.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I will say this one did not stand out to me. I think the
Your tone was
first
always
time I
no.
heard it,
Yeah,
like
okay.
I think the stomping thing is effective, of
Yeah.
course, and it works for this song for sure.
Mhm.
But I think out of kind of the main sounds that they were going for in terms of like you got the glam rock, you got the pop rock, you got the kind of
Okay.
emotional kind of guitar ballad mid-tempo situation.
Yeah.
This folksier stuff, like there's more to the folksy than just this stomp clap barnyard
Valid.
situation.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so I feel like the other three were more fleshed. The other types of sounds, were just like a little bit more fleshed out. Like every folksy song kind of sounds the same on this one. Um,
Hmm.
but I don't think the song is bad.
No,
Like
you're
I think
right.
the chorus is actually
Yeah.
quite nice. Like it's very anthemic again, very cinematic again. I know I could just keep using those words, but that's just what they sound like. And vocally, I think they did a great job. Right, very warm again. Niall's pre-chorus is great. He sounds so innocent there. I think it's because he doesn't really use any vibrato,
Oh yeah, it's very
so
pure.
that it just sounds so like I don't know.
It's very charming.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
cute. And again, you got that lower octave chorus again right after the bridge here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this song is good as an album track,
Mm-hmm.
but compared to the other kind of stomp clappy songs, it's fine. But
That's
I like it
valid.
more than some of the other songs on the album as well.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's so valid. I think for me, it's there are better songs in the bonus. I mean, the deluxe.
yeah, I
It could have
agree.
been on here,
Yeah, I agree.
And I think again, it's one of those like it's getting kind of stale at this point where it's like,
Mhm.
okay, yeah. So the song is a bit of a copy of a copy of a copy, if you would say.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. 1D fans, we've been caught
Mm.
up, guys. You're learning the lore and the songs. But yeah, so what did you give this song? Because mine, I'm okay with giving it as a folk song. I don't hate it. I'll give it a little 8.
Okay, I'll go 7.5. A
Yeah,
little
I
bit
don't hate
lower.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up next is Something Great, and this was done by Jackknife Lee, Gary Lightbody, and Harry of One Direction. So Harry's back. Do we like Harry songs?
Is it too much to ask for something great?
Well, yeah, and he got some different writers here too. These are some new names, right? So it is
Yes.
refreshing to get something a little bit different this
Mm,
deep into this album. This one
mhm.
also sounds very grown.
Oh my god, dude, that's not the same thing. I thought
Yeah,
the
that sounds very
same.
grown. But yeah, I think the chorus is actually quite interesting for this one.
Mm,
You can tell it's different writers because
mm,
it's not that same kind of anthemic kind of pop kind of
yeah,
structure that it has. Even though you still have kind of a stomping quality, not as
yeah.
dramatic one, but there is that. Um, but the chorus is like this kind of drawn out melody. Like each
Mhm.
word is like enunciated and it has a moment, you know? So
Read.
it makes it super emotional in that way. And I like the production as well. Like I like the strings. There's a good mix of electric and acoustic guitars here.
Yeah,
Zayn's ad libs at the end, awesome. And I
yeah.
love the outro, Louis' little moment there. Like he sounds so sad and vulnerable. It's like a really nice way to end the song.
Mhm.
So yeah, I actually really like this one. Like it does kind of help kind of pick up this kind of last part of the album for me.
Something great is the regret after losing love. And I can appreciate that. It's not like some weird like, "Oh, why can't I date you?" Because we're done. It's hopeful despite the heartbreak. There's one day that's repeated in the verses. And I think the lyrics portray someone that understands how a relationship would go, but they were inadequate at the time. So now they want something great. So now my question is, are you willing to be great? Being a good guy is not enough. Do you have the stamina to maintain forever, sir?
Mm,
So I think that's kind of what was missing for me in the lyric. I was just like, okay, one day this, and you should have did that, but are you gonna do it now? So I think
mhm,
that is kind of what the song is leaving you to ask, which I appreciate because obviously they feel bad. I mean,
mhm,
you broke up with me or I broke up with you. Either way, you made a mistake. I'm the one that got away. And I think as a listener, I feel like a lot of people could feel this way. Um, because
mhm,
it sounds like a plea to the proposal, like a proposal of getting back together, or at least a wistful track, you
mhm.
know? A little bit of longing.
Yeah.
But I can imagine how a listener would feel. There are crappy people all over, yes, but I know a lot of girls complain about their history with men who are avoidant, who ghost, or maybe they weren't ready, like, right person, wrong time, that kind of crap. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's hard not to yearn for that person to come back and say, hey, let's try again. Let's respawn and play the game, you know?
Spawn.
Respawn, yeah, respawn like a
Sure. Interesting word choice. Yes.
yeah, I know, because it's a game at this point. Because why the heck we're getting back together after what you pulled. But yeah, Zayn and Louis' moments at the end really drive home the point of regret and heartbreak from the other point of view. And to that, and to all the men whose hearts break because of their inadequacies, I say suffer. So for this song
Oh, also, I forgot to note that
oh,
Gary Lightbody is from Snow Patrol. Yeah.
hey!
Yeah.
Did I mention them already?
Well, yeah, you asked a question if Patrol was an
Holy smokes.
influence for this album.
See? Okay,
Not
I'm a
only an
phone.
influence, a collaborator.
Can I tell you something? It's one of those things where I don't delve into the members of groups or bands. I just go, "I like this."
Yeah.
And then years later, I'm like, "I wonder who was in the group. They're dead." You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, 'cause this
Yeah.
person's, like, really old, like the AC/DC guy. I didn't know they had, like, a whole swap.
Mm,
And then back
yeah.
back to black, excuse me. But then that happened. I was like, oh wait, that's not the same guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did not know that. That's actually see, told you my brain is braining.
Yeah. All right. So what do you rate this one?
I don't hate it. So I will give it. Mm, it's not 8.5 worthy. So I'll give it I'll leave it at 8. It's not 7.5. I like it.
I have it as an 8 also.
Yes, still suffer, but it's a good suffering 8. I like this. Yeah.
Next is Little White Lies, done by Julian Bunetta, John the Blind, Ed Druitt, Wayne Hector, and Liam and Louie of One Direction.
Lies, little white lies, let's go. Little white lies, little white lies.
Oh yeah. This song is kind of interesting. Little White Lies by One Direction is I don't how do I say this? Is the girl lying about not wanting to get physical, or is she just not interested? It's one of those things where it's like you can sit there and kind of read too much into it, I would say. But based on the boy's typical brand of mischievous prince and not charming villain, I think
Mhm.
it's safe to say that it's a mutual attraction
Yeah.
and the girl is just playing a little hard to get. But I will say I didn't know what the little white lies were. I was like, ooh, what's she lying about? And it's one of those things where it's like you keep saying you don't want to do it, girl, and I know you want to do it. It's okay. But I think the way it was written is a little like not my fave. There is something on the deluxe that I feel it articulates
Yeah.
the let's do this because we're ready thing a little bit better. Because this kind of trivializes someone's uncertainty, and I don't care for that. Even if someone's kissing you, if she decides she's going to say no, then, so it turns into a thing where, like,
Yeah.
if you're an adult, you'll look at this and be like, oh my God, how dare he not ask Snow White for his consent when he kissed her and woke her from her slumber? I get that, but I don't
Yeah.
get coercion from this. I don't get coercion from this at all. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, maybe this is that go all the way moment a first time couple is having. Like, I know, like the lyric, I know what you want and I've been waiting so long. Like, that's a conversation that young adults do have. It's like, we've been together for a really long time. I'm attracted to you. Like, hey. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's something from Take Me Home kind of vibe, I would
It
say, but it's a
is.
little bit more mature. But it's not a bad song. It's just, albeit a little horn but it's not like
Hmm.
like anything terrible, I would say.
Yeah. It sounded kind of cheeky, so I thought I didn't think about it that deeply, but I can totally see what you mean with the lyrics, where you could see it as, "Ugh."
Like, "Ooh, it's just say."
Yeah. No means no, you know?
Right. I know it's
Yeah.
hard. It's
I get
hard.
it. I get it. Um, but yeah, I think I have the same note as you, where this totally sounds like something from Take Me Home. Not
Uh-huh.
in a bad way at all. It's that kind of very glossy, using that word again, right? It's more glossy. It's that kind of
Yeah.
pop rock sound.
Mhm.
Um, and the chorus is fun. Like, it's fun to sing along to. There's a ton of energy with it. The
Yeah.
arrangement is giving kind of dubstep.
Oh my god, yeah. Something that's very, like,
Boom, tap,
dated. Yeah.
boom. Yeah, yeah. So they combine the kind of electronic elements there. It still has like the live band elements, obviously, but just yeah,
Uh-huh.
just that the way they did it is given dubstep a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think this one is fun. I do like how the song starts off right with the chorus as well. Like, it is
Yeah.
anthemic and fun to sing along to. So yeah, I think it does stand out on the album, like, in a good way.
Oh, yeah. I think
Yeah,
so too.
yeah,
Um, I think it's just difficult because, like, it's just so weird
I
to
get
look at.
it.
It's hard. From a woman's perspective, if you're a fan, like, I'm also a woman, and I didn't think that. That's fine. You're probably, like, 15 when you heard a song. Like, it's just like, what? Sorry. Um, but yeah, I don't dislike it. I think sonically I do appreciate it. So that's tough. It's not as good as the other song on the deluxe, so I won't give it the same score.
Okay,
So I will say 7.5.
okay, I will go an 8. Hmm.
Up next is Better Than Words, and this was done by John the Blind, Julian Panetta, Jamie Scott, and Liam and Louie of One Direction. And this is the last track on the standard edition of the album. As we mentioned, we will be talking about the deluxe version.
Yeah.
So hop on over to Patreon if you want to hear some more.
Can't explain your love. It's better than words.
Okay,
Yes.
so how do you feel about this one?
I don't love it.
Me either.
Yeah. I think the best part of the song is the lyrics and the verses all being well-known song titles.
Yeah.
Lots of Beyonce references in there, which I was not mad at.
No.
And just iconic love songs in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Melodically, though, just not my fave. I think the woo to start the chorus is fun, but the rest of the chorus, I'm kind of just like, I think the bridge is good. There's like a back and forth, there's some harmonies there. But yeah, I don't know. This one,
See,
very fillery.
yeah, your face was just like, You. We don't want to sound mean. I think people might take criticism as like us just being nasty, but like we're backing it up, you know. And
Yeah.
I think with this one, I feel like Better Than Words celebrates romance through pop culture references, and that's the only thing that make the song actually interesting because you're playing like this game of pop culture Easter egg hunt, scavenger hunt. So it's kind of fun where it's like, oh, how'd you fit that in there? Oh, that's clever. But like the song goes nowhere grand in the chorus, and maybe
Mm,
that was the point. It's better than words. So they sing the oh. Yeah. My point is though, even if you're not gonna say words, the yeah, went off. You tell me you couldn't figure out a version of that too. Anyway,
yeah.
but again, it's where Best Song Ever was good because of its vague recollection of some obscure, obviously non-existent pop song. It was fun. But this song is so on the nose with the references, it feels like a BuzzFeed list turned into a song. And Louis' part I enjoyed the most for sure, but it does feel very fillery, and I cannot believe, I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe how it's like this is how we're going to end the standard version of this album.
Yeah, and they included it on the set list. And I think I saw that it was on the set list of the next tour too. Maybe I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Directioners. But do they really like this one that much? Like, I don't know. This one
Sorry,
feels just so like, I don't know, like below quality compared to the
yeah, for
rest.
them. Sorry if you do. So if you like the song, great. It's not my favorite. But yes,
Yeah.
I cannot believe my eyes. You don't know that meme?
Mm-mm.
It's hilarious. Okay, I'll send it to you later. But
Yeah.
yes.
So look, it's not awful. So I'll still give it a 7. It's just like nah.
Yeah, that's a strong word. Awful's strong. Is it bad? Maybe. It might be bad.
Uh-huh.
They sound good. Like they're never
Mm,
gonna not be talented, but is it bad? Oh, I don't like it. 6.5.
fair.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Fair.
Sorry.
Okay, so let's do a cut or keep. If you had to cut a song on this album, what would you cut and why?
I feel like it's obvious for the better than words. I feel like it's obvious.
Mm.
Um, but I think I'd actually get rid of like for real, don't forget where you
Yeah,
belong,
Where You
sorry.
Belong.
Yeah.
I would actually pick that one too.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, y'all. If this song means something to you, this does not negate that. Do not have a conniption, please. We're just
No.
saying, like, sonically, it doesn't really
Hmm.
do anything for us.
Hmm.
But we would keep one song from this album if we had to. I mean, what song would
And
you?
for me, it would be Diana.
Oh, go off.
I
Okay,
love it. Yeah.
you know what? I don't blame you. And for me, I mean, a lot of the really good chosen songs were turned into singles, and I totally get that.
Yeah.
So it's a little difficult.
You could pick a single if nothing else is jumping out to you.
Happily, even with all its toxicity, I think it
Yeah.
was a solidly sung song. So I would say Happily is like my keep, like
Okay.
relevancy album. Let's go.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so overall thoughts. This is now the third One Direction album that we've
Mhm.
listened to.
Yes.
I will say watching the tour definitely helped me appreciate the album more because I think
Yeah.
the first time I listened to it, I'm gonna be honest, some of the songs just kind of blended together for me. Um, but yeah, once I listened to it more, I
Yeah.
started appreciating it a bit more. And yeah, hearing it live definitely helped there. And yeah, I mentioned kind of the 4 kind of main sound avenues that they went down. I'm
Definitely.
looking forward to hearing what they do with the next couple projects just to kind of see how they develop those and maybe just
Yeah.
increase the range a little bit more.
Mhm.
But vocally, I think that vocals are really the biggest thing that stood out for me here. Clearly matured a lot. They're a lot more comfortable with just their voices and where each member should sit. The harmonies are all super tight. The blend is great. And lyrically, obviously, a bit more mature 2. So yeah, I think it was a solid album. I will say I actually think I liked the last album more.
Ooh, I think I like the last album more a little bit more too.
Yeah.
Well, I do appreciate the artistic integrity that they were allowed to exhibit on this album. I mean, again, like I said, they were manufactured, and to be able to actually write on your third project at least, I mean, like, did Fifth Harmony even get the chance to? I don't even know. Little Mix second album, I think even first album they got a chance to write on something,
Yeah.
but maybe this is different between like a British group and a pop group. I mean, American pop group. I don't know, but
Mhm.
it does say a lot where this group is super big and they could continue to keep making the same sound, but they tried to do something a little bit quote unquote bigger than them, bigger than the machine of pop music. Um, because let's be real, a lot of people, including this new boy group, was it till what is it? Was it midnight? Something to midnight? From morning to midnight? Midnight to whatever. From building the
Yeah.
band, they kind of cited my bad to those guys. They kind of cited One Direction as like oh, you don't want to sound like that, but are now making songs that sound just like this, which isn't bad.
And plus, you should wish you are One Direction.
Yeah, no, One Direction's great. But yeah, I think overall I appreciate the songwriting ability of the members that were mostly overlooked. I think
Mhm.
that is kind of what helps because they're with their boys. They talk to them, they communicate with them, like they know their voices. They've worked together for so long, like they know how to write for themselves. So I think this is a
Mm.
good first step. So I am also excited to hear what's after, even though we do lose a member, and it should not be anyone's no damn spoilers because
We
everyone
got
knows.
one more album first.
We do, right?
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry, my bad. But it should be kind of interesting to see what happens in that in between.
Mm.
I'm curious to see that. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
Take Me Home, I feel like is a little bit more my speed.
Yeah.
But this one I like. I like the attempt. So I'm excited to hear the next step, and I'm hoping for more gritty nasty.
Yeah.
Not
All right.
nasty.
So final rating, I'll give an 8 still. Yeah.
Okay. I gave some pretty like low-ish scores. But I think overall as a project, solid. Talking about memories, a lot of reminiscing about love, about a good time, about parties, solid concept, consistent throughout. So I will give it an 8 as well.
Hmm. Okay. Well, Directioners, what do you think of the Midnight Memories album and era? Let us
Yeah.
know in the comments. Let us know if we missed anything, if you disagree with anything, if you agree with everything. Very curious to hear all your thoughts. Tell us what other artists or albums you want us to review next as well. Huge shout out to our CCTV crew on Patreon. We have Hillary, Lily, Emily, Darius, Phoenix, Ren, George, Julianne, Jonathan, Janelle, Jasmine, Luke, and Ivana. We are so grateful. Thank you so much. Your support really helps us out for sure. And you can also follow us everywhere at CCTV Pops. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And if you're on a podcast app, a follow, rating, and a share really helps as well. Until next time, that's Chantel.
That's Chris.
And we're signing off from CCTV, the Nonstop Pop Show.
One thing